a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business. Let's go!
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Decides to go in with the target combo. No good umpire. Goes for the throw. Player one has the life lead. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The jump-in is denied. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Big count. This is gonna be bad news. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. The life lead opens up. Can they jump on an opening here? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on the corner throw ends it. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
A new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight back time.
Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Can't tech the throw? Knockdown. There's a corner switch. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on... Oh! Player two, this is gonna be bad news. Oh, burnout triggered. Going in? Player two can't afford digs in deep to get that drop. KO! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts to create space to start. Who's going to start things off? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. That's a counter. Shoots off a fireball up close. Charges forward. Player two, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. A quick breather. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Drive gauge on deck. Are they gonna gun it? Sure you can. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Impact squash. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opts to create space to start. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player two needs to use the threat of the court. Ooh, what a smart blow! Super art on wall splat into the card break. Bring in the heat. Uh-oh. This will really tip the scale. Player two can't use drive anymore. the court. Oh, burn out! Did they mean to do that? 100 hands! Neko Damashi! Player 2 can't let this simmer. Sets up with the jump in. Taking chunks out of each other here. Medium kick. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Great match. Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Checking their opponent. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Still slugging it out here. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. The jump in is denied. Great work. Hits him for the stun. This might be over right here. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Decides to create some distance to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Grabs and throws them away. Player 1 hits them with a stopping block. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous battle. They're going for the super art. Cycle Storm putting a flurry of pain right to their doorstep. The jump in is denied. Player 2 draws super art incoming. Speed of range, he closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Start things off with a jump in. Goes low. Wrecks them. Looking to follow up after that target combo. All the throw connects. Shakes things up with a fireball. Breaks it. Oh man, this is a scary range. Pokes with a kick. Right? Medium kick. There's a burnout. Gives the ring cage some TLC. Player 1 needs to use their drive moves to have any. Reads the jump in perfectly. What a read with that anti-air. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Zones with the fireball. Combo with the target combo. Big counter. The combo's there. Sticks the jump in. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Life lead opens up. Hits them with a 1-2-3. Pops for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Combo with the target combo. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Blocks it. Big throws. Knockdown and... Life lead is there, but we're dealing with a real gambler. Low on life and still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. This is critical. The stun and they may not back. Combo finishes it. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
This is gonna hurt. Who's going to steal this win? G-right kick for a mix-up. Player 1 is in a forward throw, laying the pressure on Finn. Hopes with a kick. Player 2 has the super gauge and excellent block. Catches him out. Oh, here we go. Getting up, tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Okay, anti-air in the cut. Here's a big tip. Turning it right up with the super. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Goes all out with the super arch. Cool set the beta. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arch from this situation? Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. Jump! They trade hits. Player 1 pushes in. Where are you going? You can't escape. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Choose a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Jump in finds the mark. Backs them into the corner. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? He's not letting that go. Blocks the jump in. Goes for the throw. Trips him up. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player one chases them down. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Snipes them out the air. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Strings it all together. Jumps in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player two is working with a better game. What can they do? Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. That combo did decent damage. Blocks it. Goes low. Big throws. What'll happen here? Can they create an opportunity for themselves? Crowns them from above. Manages to block the jump-in attack. G-right kick for a mix-up. Overhead attack. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Reads the jump-in perfectly. Hits them with a stopping block. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Drops them hard. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Anti-air in the clutch. Who will force all the throw connects? What now? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Wrecks them. Getting up close and personal. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super arts. Cannon spike. Player one is in a very good spot now. Close range projectile. Player one needs to use their drive moves to have any chance of a comeback. A real test of nerves here. Quick medium poke. Medium kick. Oh, they switch sides. Tons of space between the fighters now. What a critical art now? They were sitting on their meter for this super art. Goes big time for engine. Never ever gets a chance to show off the fancy stuff. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jones with the fireball. Medium kick hits. Gets the jump in. Got their eye on the air. What are they thinking? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. KO! Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Steps back to start things off. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Checks them with the projectile. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Jumps in. Looking to impress with this super. Shippujinra hits. Good damage option there. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Spikes. Gotta be careful not to whip at solid anti-air. Not much life left. Oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. But this can lead to some big damage. Sets up with the jump in. Finishes with the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. What? Anti-air. Corrects them. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Who will set the bait at this range? Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Nice fireball. Sets up with the jump in. Player 2. And eats it. Finds the target. Okay, here Crowdle closes it out. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Here comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Decides to go in with the target combo. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? The jump in is denied. Hits with the overhead. Impact's a no-go. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Holds out with the block. Bops him with a target. What'll happen here? Throws him to negate the block. Side switch in the corner. Here near springs forward with the drive rush. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Denies the jump in. Okay, creating some space here. This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they just KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Knockdown and Player 1 has a slight life lead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Gets carried to the corner. Hits them with a 1-2-3. Going in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Genius read with that throw escape. Medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Zones with the fireball. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Leg spin. Reads the throw and escapes. Amazing KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Combo with the target combo. No good up high. Opts for the throw. Tries to bait him with the projectile. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Who's gonna make a move? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Who's it gonna be? What's the play here? Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Solid combo. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. The drive impact is denied. Jumps up. Very solid corner switch. Time to reassess the situation. checks with a medium kick. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Jump? Takes the chance to hurt him. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. The impact doesn't do anything. Super on deck for both fighters. Brushes that off and keeps going. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Lands the back throw. Time to go to work. Breaks it! Experiencing burnout. Uses the target combo as a filler. A real test of nerves. He breaks through with the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Left in the tank. Fight round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes with a safe stuff, uses the gauge for a super up. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. Pokes with a kick. Crowns him from above. Cross-up attack. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Wow, reads the counterattack. Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. To play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Super! Finds the target. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. Can they use their medium kick? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Gets a crucial back throw in. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? Down to the wire. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Taking stock. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves, and if they get the stun, this is a huge opportunity to end the round quickly. Knockdown and player just goes for it at this range. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fire. Jump. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 2 chases them down. What'll happen here? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? So, what's next? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Oh, could be the start of something. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Goes for the rush. Barely blocks the jump in. Hits him with a stop and bop. Going in? Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Doing some quick planning? Player 1 is dominating this match. One chance here may end this match. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Backs off! Finishes with the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Gotta do this. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Cross-up blocked. Saw that jumping coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Big, low, reaching heavy. Oh, easy tech. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Taking stock. Player 1 chases them down. Gets the jump in. Life lead opens up. At this range, many attacks can connect and you stick something out. Saw that jump in coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Jumps, reads their mind and techs the throw. Medium kick. In there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sneaks in above. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Throws them to negate the block. Jumps up. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Barely blocks the jump in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Looking to impress with this super. That's a counter. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a throw is denied. What a read! Holy! There's a drive impact. Pops off the tank and scores the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
They are letting big super armor use. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? A jump in? Back into the court, drops them. Player 2 with the rhythm. Oh, good decision with that throw. Can they use it? What a parry! Wall splat into the guard break. Pokes with a kick. Clutch read on that impact. Player drives it back, misses. Both sides getting ready. Oh, Rose! Looking for a hole. Somehow manages to block. Ooh, what a smart throw. This is a critical moment. Both of them back off. They think this time to butt this out. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Are you kidding me? Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Solid anti-air. Goes for the jump in. Still very early in the round. Nails the anti-air. Uses a drive parry against the attack. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Knockdown. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. All right, what's coming up next? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Pushing through with the Gladius. Both fighters planning something? KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Shows the medium kick. Connects with medium kick. What'll happen here? Oh, burnout triggered. Puts the super armor to good use. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Gets carried to the corner. Shoryuken, scrapping it out up close. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Smart play with forward throw, laying the pressure on Thick. There's a change of sides. A quick breather attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Player 2, that back row was huge. Burnout closes it out. see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to this is gonna hurt. Keeping them away. Player one won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Oh, the throw connects. Both fighters planning something? Drive gauge management here is going to be not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Super armor, cold and calculated. Sick super armor use. What a pair! They are in a real bad situation here. Sets up with the jump in. How did they read that throw? Oh my God, they just choked it up.
My turn.
Player two perfectly executed. Player one was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Jumps. That was a solid anti-air. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Taking stock. Hold your breath. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Puts the KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight!
Opts to create space to start. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Big, low, reaching heavy. Goes for the jump in. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? They just made that very tricky combo look easy. That's how you know they're on another level. Player two is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Knockdown and... This is a turning experiencing burnout. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Knocked him out of the air. It's time for both. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Oh, nothing stops this train. Player one can't let this simmer. Wall flat into the guard break. Player two is on the side switch. Oh, here we go. The throw, good decision with that throw. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. What are they gonna do? What a statement with that fireball! Throws him! I can't believe it! Will they gamble something here on a drive? Escape denied! Piles on the corner pressure! Ugh, take a seat! The drive impact doesn't work! What? What a sick punish counter! Player two delivers the upset! That's one for the replays.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. All right. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Jump in finds the mark. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. They are not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense. There's space to make something happen here, and neither... Burnout activates! Holds out with the block. Rolling Soba! Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Shows a medium kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Fireball into the corner. Hits them with a stopping block. This is gonna be bad news. The overhead breaks the rhythm and shakes things up. What'll happen here? In with the crosser. In there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Solid anti-air. The last round adds a bit of OD spice there. Shin-right kick for a mix-up. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Both sides getting throws them. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Blocks that off. Blast super art incoming. The Dragon Lash super hits home. Player 2 is on hits the drive. Okay, here we go. What are they gonna do? Reads the jump in perfectly. Sticks out and pumps the brakes on the impact. Going in. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Cross up, but it is over. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Special match. Arcade versus online. Special match. Arcade. Comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Trips him up. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. It's a normal hit, but this stun might mean the end of this round. Triggers Toxic Blossom to stack the deck. Burnout activate gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Dives in with cool fade. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Gets the combo. Fires off a Nightshade Pulse. Nightshade Pulse comes out, springs forward with the drive rush. Jump, sets up with the jump in. Barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is, can this drive bring them back? Drive rush to keep it going. Their life is hanging by a thread. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. And they create an opportunity. Gets the counter hit and the win. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Handily escapes the throw. Goes for the fireball. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. No good up high. Decides to go in with the target combo. The super armor does its job. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Knockdown. Player 2. Oh! Player 2 is maintaining the court of KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Goes for the jump in. Got their eye on the air. Gets the jump in. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Drive rush to keep it going. Knockdown and player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Springs forward with the drive rush. Hits him with a stopping pop. A jump, solid anti-air. Scrapping it out up close. Big drive gauge. What's gonna happen here? Native talents are out and they're hungry. Okay, nobody blink. Rushes in. Drive rush. They both decide to ease the tension. Closes it out. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Unranked match. Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Give me your best shot!
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 2 has the life lead. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Oh! The super armor does its job. Heading into the end game now, KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Shoots off a fireball up close. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Knockdown and throws them to negate the block. There's a change of sides. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jumps up, grabs and throws them away. The throw whiffs. Not close enough for the throw. Clutch, anti-air. Wheel? Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in. Final round. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Jump! Setting up with the jump in. Oh, yo! Rock superhero! Oh, that's gonna leave a crater! Looking for an anti-air in the clutch. Scuffle. What's that all? The drive impact doesn't work. Parry, oh, huge tech. Close range projectile. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in. It tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Wow, Saturn waited for this opening. Punish counter on reaction. Both risky play, but it pays off. Gets them in the air. Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Clean parry. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 has the life lead. They knew that throw was coming. What are they thinking here? Well-timed corner switch. Taking stock. Parries the attack. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Oh, burnout triggered! Heading into the end game now. It gets them. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Checks with a medium kick. The Gladius throws them away. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use? It's a good spot to use the super. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. And forward. Nasty blow to the back of the head. Player 2 has the... Ooh, what a smart blow. Okay, here we've got super hard incoming. What are you jumping in for? Player 2 faced a giant and walks away unscathed. What a win!
Street Fighter 6.